Hey,
Hey, hey.
What up, Dr.
uh,
Brown?
hey, what's going on, guys?
Sorry we're kind of
Everything's.
late.
It's okay, dude. All right.
We had some chick we had to drop off.
Oh, okay.
You know.
I see.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were we were a little busy.
All right. Yeah, I understand. I was busy too. I had to get a lot of things done at our workplace here. So, thank goodness I was able to make it home in time to do this here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just put it on Twitter there. That we're going to be going live pretty soon there. Mhm. All
sweet.
right. All right. Cool. All right. So, are we ready, guys?
Yep.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, bro.
Let me get the things set up here. I got the thumbnail ready and all that good stuff there. All right.
I forgot her name, so we're all.
Not Angelica, but
No, Angelina,
yeah,
right? Like Angelina Jolie or whatever.
yeah.
Ain't that
So that was her name?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was
All
on.
right.
Hey, dude, didn't you hear her on Ken's show?
No, I wasn't able. Well, I think I did hear it on Ken's show because what minute got to remember, I have to keep the volume down because of the profanity that goes on that show because they've been coming down hard a lot on.
Don't you got like some Bluetooth headphones or something you can pop in so you can hear it?
Yeah,
Get that? Or no?
Yeah, but we're not supposed. Yeah, but we're not supposed. We're not supposed to wear headphones while we're on the job. There, you okay there, Silvero?
Yeah.
Fuck, now you got that shit. She had it earlier tonight too when she was down
I
here.
shut my mic off, so I didn't fucking be all loud and shit.
That shit's contagious today or something.
Well,
Cold, flus.
Just cough it or fucking sneezing.
Well, I added more shit to this e-vape thing, so that's what I was smoking.
I see.
Maybe it's a little strong.
All right. Let me go to the bathroom and I'll start right away, guys.
All right.
All right.
Should we get redneck in here and fucking blabbing away?
It's up to you. I don't care.
Here, I'll try calling him and see. Oh, Pro V's on too. That's funny. Fuck him.
Did he say he blocked you?
Who? Yeah, but obviously he didn't.
Yeah, because it said on mine blocked.
He typed that right to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that to me too. Oh, he's not on.
All right, I'm back, guys.
All right, cool. Cool.
Okay, we're ready, dudes.
We're ready,
Ready.
dudes.
Okay, let's do this. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Dr. Earl live once again on the Monday night, and with us once again, the host of Real as Fuck TV, Minnesota Vikings fan, and Minnesota Silver Roll Hunter. What's happening, guys?
What up, Dr. Brown? What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, Dr. Brown? How you doing?
Well, I'm pretty good. Just working a lot, doing my thing here. Just posting videos. Been busy a lot. One of my relatives came over from my home state of Michigan. She had a few things. She's a makeup artist, so it's basically she had a job to do down here, so in the Houston area. So she came over here, paid us a visit for the weekend. Been busy doing her thing. I've been busy doing my thing. We're all been busy at this place, doing our thing. Working our asses off here.
Yeah, didn't you say you were working double shifts and shit?
Well, basically, I'm working on double shifts on Saturdays. Now they have me coming in at 8 a.m. instead of 10 a.m. on Saturdays, basically. That's pretty much about it so far.
Fuck.
I know. So So that's probably why people have been asking why I haven't been on monetize this for a while.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
you ain't missing nothing not being on there though.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
So what's going on with you guys? How's things going? I was listening earlier today when it was on Ken's program talking about the upcoming Super Bowl there. Let's see,
Oh yeah. Me and Silver Roll were over on Foul Mob Network earlier today, doing a NFL Super Bowl kind of. We all put our picks in. We locked them in on Silver Roll.
Yeah, so would you lock yours in it?
Oh, nice.
I remember I locked. It was like I said, Chiefs were gonna win like 34-21 over the Niners. That's what I think the final score was.
And I thought it was gonna be 14-24.
Yeah, you had
Chiefs.
Silver Roll had it as a little bit less scores, but still the outcome's the same that the Chiefs are gonna win it.
Oh
What
yeah.
up, guys? I don't know if we're live yet. Let me check something here.
No, I haven't seen you. I'm on your channel. I didn't see anything pop up yet.
Okay, let me stop this for a second here. Let me check on something here.
Did the YouTube thing go through and say you're live?
Oh,
I see it. I see it.
You do?
Yep.
What?
I see it up. Oh wait, no, it says it's offline. What the
Okay,
hell?
let me.
What, it says it's live, but then when you hit it, it ain't. That's weird.
All right. Huh. All right. Let's see let's see if we can try it again here. All right. Okay. Okay, let's try this one more time there. All right, we back, folks. It's Dr. Earl live with Minnesota Vikings fan and Minnesota Silver Row here, host of Real as Fuck TV every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time here. What would be about 8 p.m. on the East Coast there. So, what's going on?
If I was gonna say, if we can't get it going on your channel, we could get it going on our channel.
Okay, we could try that. See how it goes
Because I don't
here.
think it's coming up again still.
Yeah.
What the hell? I don't understand
Is it because you got you running the Streamlabs or what are you running?
Oh, I'm running an OBS.
Yeah, what Streamlabs OBS?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm still
Because that's what
right here.
we run. So that's why I was gonna help you.
All right. Let's see. Let's
'Cause
OBS.
Does that YouTube thing like pop up and say and there's a meter that's running?
Yeah, usually I get a notification on my phone and on here saying I'm live here.
Yeah, you know what? It's doing something really weird because
Well, it says
there-
I'm on the channel section video here section. It says I'm on live here. And
okay,
let's see.
now I think it's up. I think it's up.
All right.
Hang on.
All right. And so
Yep. Now I think it's up. Yep. Now we're rolling.
there we go. Now we booming.
Now we up. The first time we weren't though. Were we?
No.
I don't know. I think so. I think what I had to click on was the a thing here saying live stream here. I guess when I had to go to the live section next to the uploads on the set, what it said about where it says channel videos on the YouTube Studios section there.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I had to do there.
It was a fucking misfire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Technical difficulties.
It misfired on the first fucking shot, Dr. Brout.
Yeah. Oops. Yep. There we go.
Oh
It's
yeah.
on my phone. I got it on my phone right now. So you getting ready for NWA Power tomorrow night?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, so am I as well.
Oh yeah. You know what? You know what's the main event?
What is it? Nick Aldis again, I believe.
Hopefully
What
that
is it?
fucker loses the belt to fucking Ricky Martin.
Oh yeah, that's
From
right.
the Rock and Roll
Nick
Express, they're fighting for the 10 pounds of gold.
Oh yeah, which is the NWA World Title, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, if you ever watched the old NWA from 1985, 1986,
I
when
did.
I s-
I watched it
yeah,
live when I was a kid.
oh yeah, I was wondering, when you see Nick Aldis and his companion Camille, do you see Tully Blanchard and Baby Doll in a way?
Maybe a little bit.
Because remember that when I first started watching NWA back in on the Superstation, it used those two were like always together. She was like
Yeah,
Blanchard's valet in
but
there.
then she hooked up with Dusty Rhodes too, though.
Yeah, she did.
Later on,
Yeah,
at
it was
Magnum
basically
T. She was like the manager of him, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA.
yeah, kind of like a companion basically, because I remember Tully Blanchard later hooked up with J.J. Dillon to form the Tully Blanchard Enterprises, and Blanchard was still involved with the Four Horsemen back at that time. So, and I guess
Yeah,
we haven't seen. I wonder how Baby Doll is doing today.
I wonder if she's still alive. I don't
I
know.
think she is. I think she is. Because I remember checking some Google images of her, and I guess she kind of still looks the same, but of course a little bit older. I guess she does a
Probably
couple
got
wrestling
she got to be like fucking 60 or something like that though.
something like that. I believe. Yeah.
She ain't no young spring fucking chicken.
No one. I mean, no one is exactly nowadays. Everyone's got
Oh,
brown.
I mean, hey, I got something. It's not about the roads or nothing like that, but it's got something to do with wrestling and Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a fact for you guys. I bet nobody knows because I ain't never heard nobody ever once say this shit.
Uh-huh.
Do you know that a professional sports team offered Andre the Giant a contract and he turned it down?
Chicago Cubs.
Wow.
No, not the Chicago Cubs, not baseball.
Or, I mean, the Bears.
No, not the Bears, but you're in the right sport. Football. It was the NFL football.
Wow.
It was the Washington Redskins.
Really?
And what Andre said is that wrestling offered him more money than the Redskins offered him, so he turned it down.
Ah, I see. Well, that's here's the thing,
It's pretty crazy, ain't it? Though, ain't that pretty
Wow.
crazy?
Well, of course they're gonna go any football team or would go for a big, huge guy like that. They'll be absolutely hard to tackle.
You know, that's one thing I'm not sure what position he played. I didn't find
Refrigerator Andre.
that part out. You know, you imagine he'll be in a running back carrying the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Here's the
it would be tough to tackle him. You got to admit
Yeah, but-
that.
But it also be tough for him to move around that quickly because if you're a football player, you got to move really fucking quick
Oh,
with that ball.
I tell you this much: Andre could move real fast when there was a fucking snake around. Because he hated fucking snakes.
Wow. Yeah. How about tie a little play snake, little toy snake to his behind there. I say, look, there's a snake behind you. Grab the ball and go. Boom.
Me don't like snakes.
It was one of the only things he didn't like. You know, there's another story too that they were in Las Vegas getting ready for a show, and like Andre the Giant and like Captain Lou Albano
Yes.
and fucking a whole bunch of guys were sitting there drinking, and they drank all day before the event that was that night. And the bartender every beer they drank, he would keep the tab, and he would throw it in each guy's different bucket, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
it started out as they were going to just do it for an hour. But then they said fuck it, and they did it all day till like 9 o'clock at night. They drank like 11 hours straight.
Wow.
Motherfucking Andre the Giant, they said, had 119 fucking beer tabs.
Holy shit.
119, dude. Do you believe that?
That's crazy.
I can imagine the bar being I bet everyone at the bar was a millionaire before the end of that night.
Well, they made a lot of money, but like the next closest guy had like 39 or something like that. Fucking, I can't even think of all the guys there. There's a lot of big dudes though. There's a pretty lot of big names that were there.
Wow.
Black Bart. I don't know if you remember Black Bart.
Yes, I remember him.
I think
yes.
he was there, and like Andre drank all 120 fucking beers and then went out and wrestled that night. He
Wow.
went out and wrestled
Nope.
a 16-minute match on top
Wow,
of it.
damn. And was he able to keep his composure at the time? Because usually when wrestlers get that drunk, they're probably like a loopy, a lot of whoa, I can't. They're like, couldn't even function.
You know, there's another thing too that Andre had negotiated in his contract in the WWE was that he said every event that he showed up at, he wanted 3-liter bottles of wine.
Ah.
That's a
Well,
lot of
I
wine,
can pull
dude.
it
9
around.
liters of wine.
Oh, that's something. That is something, I bet he probably got a switch from beer to wine, I guess.
I mean, dude, they said that like literally Andre pretty much drank from the time he was conscious. The whole time he was conscious, he was fucking drinking all the
You
time.
think because of pain?
Nah, Andre, he lived a fucking tough life. Like he left his fucking parents' house when he was like 15 and shit.
I mean, because then wasn't his like ankle or his knee or something fucked up?
Well, yeah,
Not too
eventually,
sure, but
eventually
you gotta-
he had a hang glider
Okay.
accident, and he blew out his knee or something like that.
Yeah.
Not that I know. I never.
Yeah, he blew out something on a hang glider accident, but after that, he was never the same.
Wow.
You know what I mean? After that
I know
hang
he had-
glider accident, he had
know
it
he
in
had-
like France or something like that.
I know he had that condition that made him so huge was really taking a toll on him as well.
Well, and there was something else that was pretty interesting too. Back then, man, like a guy like Andre the Giant, he could go over to Japan and shit, and he could work like 3 or 4 weeks to make 20 or 30,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Damn, and they used to pay some mad money over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What, to be at a
Yeah,
freak
like-
show or something? Or
Yeah, well, yeah, he would fucking went over there and just created chaos. Pretty much wreaked havoc over there all the time. It was pretty funny.
me want sake.
He beat everybody up, the refs, fucking, he'd be swatting at the fans as he's coming in and shit, dude.
Man.
Yeah, it was, I mean, but man, 20 or 30,000 fucking dollars for like a month's work? Are you fucking kidding? Back then in like the 80s?
Yeah, that was how much that was. I guess how high as they used to pay back then. I guess.
Oh, that's why all the wrestlers went over there for as long as they did.
Yeah.
But then, like, a bunch of wrestlers started fucking it up and saying, "Oh, I'll go over there for like 500 and shit," right?
Yeah. Yes.
So then that ruined like them wanting to go over there because they were making fucking bank quick, you know?
So I guess Japan had the best territory in all professional wrestling then.
Well, I'll tell you this much: they paid the best amount of money for a little quick amount of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They paid good fucking money,
Now,
dude.
I
Good
remember
fucking
hearing-
money.
Now I remember hearing stories that Andre possibly may have been racist in a way. You think that may have been true?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
he was. But it wasn't like, honestly, it wasn't like he was the only one. Like Coronet and shit was racist back then too.
Yeah. I remember Joe Cronin played a clip from him from some couple years back. He was using that word, I guess, about some other wrestler, and there was a lot of talk that Jerry the King Lawler may have been racist. In fact, that may have sparked New Jack's hatred for the guy because, he apparently, from what I heard from New Jack himself, they were doing a show, and I guess Jerry Jarrett and the King were like talking to some stuff, and they were referred to a female wrestler named Miss Texas as as that N-word, and that pissed off New Jack really bad. So I guess that's what reason why New Jack had that disdain for the guy,
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's funny too. One guy Andre could not fucking stand was Big John Studd.
really.
Yeah, because
Man, I
he was a
remember
big
the feud
fucker
between
too.
those
I think he
two.
didn't like him because he was so big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Competition.
He was close to his size, but not really.
Yeah, but there was still considered competition. You know how some people stand out in the crowd, they would get all that attention. Then all of a sudden, here comes someone else with the same exact features, and next you know, they're pissed off. They want them removed off the planet because they remained that top stop. They would have remained that top position.
See, that was the problem with Andre. If he didn't like you, he literally tried to beat the living dog shit out of you in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, there's a match with Big John Studd where fucking Andre just beats him for 6 minutes, and then Big John Studd just quits.
Wow. He goes in the towel, said, "Fuck this." I'm gone.
He just leaves, dude. I mean, it is brutal. Andre's choking him and shit with his like, his fucking gear, his thing he's wearing. He's choking him around the throat.
Yeah, his ring attire. Yeah.
He used to love to do that shit.
Was this after Big John Studd cutted Andre's hair?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I remember seeing that it was the WWF Superstars of Wrestling, and the main event was Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd, and then they knocked Andre out, and he was lying on the floor, and Big John Studd and Ken Patera, they got some scissors, they were cutting Andre's hair.
Yeah.
You know? And he used to carry it around all the time whenever they approached the ring, like it was like a bag of gold, you know, like haha, humiliated Andre.
Yeah, they'd have his hair locks in a bag.
Yes, a clear, like a sandwich bag, basically.
We'll cut it down. We'll cut down Andre one snip at a time.
Yeah, well, Andre had a pretty long feud with Studd.
Yeah.
You know, in the Heenan family, but then Andre ended up with the Heenan family.
Yeah, back in 1987 when he turned against Hulk Hogan after he was suspended for a while. I remember what the story was. They were supposed to, they were challenged by Studd and I guess King Kong Bundy. I think it was. Yeah. But it was so basically Andre. It was Hillbilly Jim and Andre the Giant, but Andre the Giant never showed up. So it was Hillbilly Jim and somebody else, you know, and of course we know Hillbilly Jim and that other person got the snot beat out of him. Andre got suspended for missing that match, and then for a while it was announced that the suspension has been lifted, you know, and then Andre comes out with appearance here and there, and then finally he comes out on Piper's Pit with Bobby the Brain Heenan. Hogan's like, whoa, what's going on here? And we all remember what went down afterwards.
Yeah, WrestleMania 3.
Yes, at the Pontiac Silverdome.
There was like 92 fucking thousand people there, or something like that.
Yes, and I guess that's still the world's record for any WrestleMania attendance.
Wow.
Yeah, the WrestleMania these days, they always do at a stadium now.
I know, yeah, because it's like considered the Super Bowl of professional wrestling there.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I ain't even watching the WWE too much.
I stopped a long time ago because I don't, like I said, I think I've mentioned this before. I don't call it World Wrestling Entertainment. I call it World Wrestling Enema.
Yeah, it's gone downhill, man.
It's gone way. But one thing, I think one of the big. Would you agree that Vince McMahon should have never changed the name to WWE?
He had no choice, though. He got sued.
I know, yeah. The World Life Funding sued McMahon for the WWF initials there, so I guess they had to change it to World Wrestling Entertainment. But the problem I have with that name is that it sounds like a movie company and stuff or something.
Well, they do got their own studio or their own movie production fucking company.
The WWE films. I remember one of the movie they had was that one with Kane called See No Evil. I think it came out years back after Kane was on Mask. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the WWE, I don't know, it's just kind of flat.
It's been flat. That's why we have. That's why I have all these emerging wrestling companies coming out, like the AEW, the return to the NWA. You know.
Yeah, the sad part is like if these fucking companies they do real good, Vince will try to buy them. You know what I mean? He'll try to. He always tries to buy the competition out.
Yeah, he remember that. He'll try his best, you know. Well, I just hope that the guy running AEW, and of course Billy Corgan will tell his ass, hell no.
Well, that's one thing that is different, is the AEW owner, he's like a billionaire, And Billy Corgan, he's worth 50 million.
Yeah,
So fucking both companies got money. So, but Vince has like $4 billion fucking dollars though.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about it, dude. He has more money than them guys. So.
Yeah. Speaking of wrestling, I want to bring up this subject here. Now, you heard of the situation with Tessa Blanchard, right?
Well, she won the belt.
Yeah, no, but here's someone else that we know. She won the Impact Wrestling World Title, which is usually held by guys from Sami Callihan.
She won the men's world championship or whatever.
Yeah, she did. But the main thing they're talking about is apparently she was over in Japan sometime. I guess it was prior to that title belt.
Yeah, they brought that up like the week of the match.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the fact that she apparently said the N-word to some other wrestler there.
Yeah,
and a lot of
racist
people
shit again.
Yeah, just going after her on social media. I was checking out the tweet that she put it out, about giving women a chance, and all the responses were like, 120% negative towards her for apparently saying that word. Now, she's issued a statement saying she did not say that racial slur, but I'm beginning to want, I want to talk about that word for a second because we hear that word so many times. Now, let me keep in mind we don't condone that word being used as a matter of fact, but it's now to the point where you say that word one time, you're condemned for life.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at Dog the Bounty Hunter, Dwayne Dog Chapman. He said it in a telephone conversation with one of his son, Tucker. Apparently, he was dating a black chick at that time, and apparently he was having some issues with Tucker. Now, keep in mind, Tucker is no angel himself. He's been in trouble with the law many times. I don't know what the reason.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah, and apparently all the he made a lot of appearances to make all those were canceled as soon as that tape came out. He was on Sean Hannity's show and he was crying, saying he never meant to say that word. He apologized to Tucker's girlfriend, and basically he had to really work his ass off, get back to the good guy reputation that he had for so many years,
Well, it was just like too when Hulk Hogan and they had that sex tape came out. Hogan was saying all kinds of racist shit.
Yeah, well, I can explain why he was saying that. From what I understand, his daughter Brooke was apparently dating this black dude. But the question, I guess, Brooke. Apparently, according to Hogan, maybe did this guy had a job, or was he one of those scrubs who wanted to get a hold of Brooke's money, basically have a baby with Brooke so he could have some financial ties with her or something like that? Because there are dudes who will do that, believe it or not. And we know with this one guy's name, Kevin Federline. He was tired of living the bum-ass life. He always was working as a backup dancer for Pink and other artists, So basically, you figure it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna get me involved with this rich singer and live off of her for a while. I want to live the good life, Basically, he was a fucking male gold digger.
Yeah, didn't he end up collecting alimony and shit on her?
I believe so. I guess he has sole custody of their two sons, because you remember she had that freak out period around 2007,
when she's all high on drugs.
Shave her head, doing all this crazy shit, going after the paparazzi. Well, of course they're going to go after you, you dumb bitch. You shave your head. Of course, who's not going to notice?
That was when she got out of that limo and her pussy, she showed her pussy.
That was actually before that.
Was it?
That shit was out with Paris Hilton.
Oh, okay. Well, that was when she was all high on the drugs and freaking out and shit.
Yeah, I guess what it was is that she was really, I guess what it was, she was living, she finally filed a divorce from Federline, and she figured it's my time to party, it's time to release some of that angst because, at the same time, people were pressuring her to get rid of Federline and try to get her back to being the single, cute, lovable, singing, dancing, Britney that they all love, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
She couldn't handle the meth.
yeah, yeah, and plus she couldn't handle all the pressure that was on her, so she turned to the meth and the dope to help cope,
She
basically.
pretty much quit.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's just good to hear that.
No,
Now,
she
on
quit
to,
like quit singing and shit.
oh, really? Well, from what I understand, she still does shows in Vegas now.
No, she moved back home.
Oh, really?
She quit that
I know.
shit. She
I
left.
guess, well, I left the business, I think.
Pretty much, yeah. She quit the whole thing and went back home and was like, "Fuck this shit," and retired.
Oh, wow. Yeah, probably,
For
Well, I
now,
hope,
but she'll probably come out of retirement.
yeah, she'll probably come out with a new record and probably a new tour pretty soon. I think probably this year or the next. Now, on to the thing about Hulk Hogan saying that word. That's before
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got sidetracked with
yeah,
Britney.
yeah.
Yeah. He said, now, everyone that's complained about America's greatest hero, Hulk Hogan, saying that particular word. But yet, however, it's kind of funny is that they're focused on him saying that word, but not the fact that he was videotaping himself banging someone else's wife.
Yeah, he was a cheater.
Yeah.
Cheater,
That's,
cheater,
I don't
cheater.
know. That's kind of funny. It's like, geez, you're committing two atrocities there. You're breaking your vows to your wife, who at that time, well, I guess, was divorcing him. And now you understand from Linda, apparently he was not so A-OK himself.
Wow.
Yeah, because I read there was a lot of stories that possibly that excuse me, that possibly Hogan may have struck her a few times. And I think you also remember the Ultimate Warrior's 1 hour video on calling out Hulk Hogan on his bullshit.
Mm.
This,
Yeah,
I think,
well, the Ultimate Warrior was bullshit because that motherfucker would not show up, dude.
yeah,
That was
there
his
were lots
whole
of stories
problem
about
with
him.
that was his whole problem with his career is he would fucking not show up for scheduled events.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember the stories about him as well. I guess I guess he demanded more money from the WWF, and I guess he was holding out for a couple of shows. At least he got what he wanted, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
So
he's another guy that he could have had a really, really big career.
he could have, yeah.
He fucked it
I
up.
mean, he was a big draw. I mean,
Yep, he
here was this wrestling equivalent to Thor, the Marvel Comics character.
Yeah,
What do you think about it?
yeah.
And he was able to deliver a interesting promo, as if he was channeling Thor himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He didn't have very long matches, though.
Yeah,
That's the only thing about the Warrior. He had a lot of quick ones. You know what I mean?
yeah, I remember that. I remember this one promo that he cut when Sting was in the ring calling out Hulk Hogan and the rest of the NWO, and then Warrior comes out there and says, describing things, you are the stew. I will fight excuse me. I will fight along you, the defeater of anti-heroes. But it was a pretty damn good promo. He really channeled it. He channeled that Marvel superhero pretty damn well in that promo.
Yeah. Yeah, Warrior, like I say, man, you know what I was going to say about him, though? He used to be the Dingo Warrior.
I remember, yeah, that as well. I think I remember one time I saw him one time. He had a mustache complete, I think.
Yeah, he used to wrestle down in Texas in WCCW, or World Class Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
And he was the Dingo Warrior. And that was before he was the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. And I remember, here's something else. He used to team up with Steve Borden, a.k.a. Sting, at the tag team known as the Blade Runners, way before that.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah. Once you know they would tag team together years later in WCW. Huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I say, the Warrior, he could have had a hell of a better career. You know what I mean? He could have did a lot better for himself, but he just he didn't fucking show up for fucking scheduled shit. That was his whole
I know.
problem.
Yeah.
You know, they even went to the point where they even made a fake warrior.
I remember hearing about something about that
Kerry Von
as
Erich.
well.
Kerry Von
Yeah.
Erich played him.
Yeah. Who would have done a pretty good job, I guess, because they had the same facial and physical features, if I understand.
Yeah, they were a little bit similar.
Yeah, they were. Texas born, as raised, I guess, from what I understand as well.
Both of them, right?
Yeah, the whole Von Erich camp
No,
family.
I think the warrior too.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Jim Hellwig was from Texas.
I think he might have been.
Oh, probably.
'Cause-
Let me go.
Yeah, I don't know for sure though.
All right. Let me look it up on the computer here.
Like I said, he was the Dingo Warrior was a pretty big character down there.
He was.
He
Yeah.
was pretty popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was born in Crawfordsville, Indiana. from what
Oh,
I
Indiana.
understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think that's more where he started making his name as the Dingo Warrior down in Texas.
I
That's-
think so. Yeah.
that's
During
where
the territory days. Yeah.
Yep, that's where he kind of started getting bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then fucking McMahon somehow, bought him.
Got him a hold of him and gave him an extra name, to make him more powerful, more elite, and more massive, more superstar-ish, as they always do.
He really didn't change that much, though.
No, he
You know
didn't.
what I mean? He was. It wasn't that much of a different of a character, really.
Uh,
The
But, you know what?
Dingo. You know what I mean? The Dingo Warrior. Come on.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. I always wondered about that name, Dingo. It's like, what the heck,
That's just what the Von Erichs, I guess, went with. But the characters weren't that much different.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was the same guy playing the same fucking character, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that much different, man. But
I gotta definitely find this on YouTube sometime pretty soon.
yeah, you remember him, right?
Yeah, so I remember
As
the Dingo Warrior.
As a Dingo Warrior.
Yes, I remember. Yes, I saw it one time. It was on, I guess it was a VHF or UHF back in the day, and it was like, I guess it was one of those urban. It was an urban station I used to watch. And I remember seeing a wrestling program on that station, and I remember all these old independent wrestling shows. Showing the Dingo Warrior, some faction known as the Cartel, with some guy dressed as a sheik or something, but speaking perfectly good English. and I forgot the person's name or the members of this particular cartel, but basically, one of their, I guess the storyline was like one of the members of this cartel would approach one of the executives of this particular wrestling company, made an offer of something and this and that for exchange and all that shit. But the executive went to the heads of the corporation, and tattletaled on them. And so I guess the corporation put the cartel in this particular position where the cartel got defeated by these other wrestlers, I guess.
Oh,
Wow,
Yeah.
crazy.
I think it was a gauntlet match, if I remember.
I wish they would still have some fucking scaffolding matches.
Yeah.
They never do them no more.
They don't do that. Not much of WWE can't really do much of anything, let alone let wrestlers get any color. That's how they used to call it back then. When you get color, it means to get blading yourself.
Yeah.
That's called getting color. And I think I was reading this. I think one of the reasons why the WWE had to really tone things down is because and everyone agrees on it. It was when they went public and got into the stock exchange business there. I think that may have been one of the things that really kind of like killed the taking of chances within that company, because you got to remember they have to answer to stockholders, shareholders, and no way is the stockholders and those guys are going to approve of wrestlers getting blood, explicit language, explicit gear wear that the women wrestlers are wearing.
You know
Basically, they
what
don't
else too? I wonder why don't they bring back the midget wrestling?
Good question.
They should.
They
They should
said-
have. They used to have like their own shit.
Yes, I remember that a lot of times. I
Yeah.
remember. Yes, I remember watching that on Primetime Wrestling back in the day. On
I
Tuesday
can't
night.
remember what the name of it was, but they had like their own fucking like midget league of wrestlers and shit.
I think they may have they did a show down somewhere in the Houston area. I'm not too sure
Is
when.
that
I
where-
think it was a couple months back. I remember.
Oh really? Huh.
Yeah, I forgot which venue it was.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
Like I say, you don't see no good midget matches no more.
I know. You don't see that much good matches in the WWE anymore. It's everything is in the other two companies, whether it's NWA, AEW, or any other independent, show there.
Yeah, I think that the NWA should not do the pay-per-views in the fucking studio no more.
Oh yeah, so that's where they've been doing it in the same studio.
Yeah, where
Wow.
they shoot the show every week. Yep.
I was wondering why haven't they? Well, how come they haven't done it in any particular different venue? Whether it's whether it's like a Coliseum or arena or something like
Well,
that.
I guess you can say they were at a different venue because me and Silver Roll were at it, right? Silver
Yes, I
Roll?
remember. Yeah, I remember saw the
Yep,
clips there.
at the beer.
At the brewery,
Yep.
at the Modest Brewery. You know what I mean? That was fucking pretty damn small place, but.
What was it,
whatever.
130 people, something like
Oh,
that?
no, no more than 300. I think
Oh.
it was like 300. It was pretty small. Not a lot
Wow.
of people. You know
Wow,
what I
that's
mean?
something there.
A
Yeah.
lot of drinking and a lot of farting going on.
Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
But then again, the good thing about the small venues like that, because you're a lot more closer to the action.
Well, we got the footage on our channel. We were live
Yes,
streaming. We were live streaming part of it.
Yes, I remember seeing that. I have.
Fucking sweat was fucking spraying on us and shit over where we're sitting.
Yeah, we fucking 5 feet
Fuck yeah, if that.
probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing them all.
We were nice
I
and
wonder-
close.
I want to know sometime. I'm hoping to check out. They come to the Houston area at some venue. I would like to check them out sometime.
I'll put it to you. I'll put it to you this way: the ring keeper or the announcer was sitting in the corner, and he had the 10 pounds of gold, and he was holding it during the match.
Yes.
And I was probably about 4 feet away from the belt.
Wow.
I could have touched it, but I probably would have got thrown
but-
out.
They would have smacked your hands and said, "Do not touch."
Yeah,
That's
I
how
was that close to it. We were that fucking close to it, like because Aldous fought. He defended the belt.
Yes.
Like
Yeah. Was it
there was a tag team title match, the women's title match, and then the 10 pounds of gold match.
The ladder.
They had a ladder match for the
Ah.
Wrestling Academy belt, first
Ah.
ever. Because Mr. Anderson owns the Wrestling Academy that they collabed with,
Yes.
so
So it's a partnership, I guess.
yeah, like he said that too. They said they were going to try to come back there twice a year and make it like a tradition.
That's
but
good.
I don't
hope
know.
so.
We'll see.
I'm hoping, like I said, they would come to the Houston area so I could love to at least get the day off and check it out because I've not been to a wrestling show since I believe it was in 1986. It was me, my mom, my dad. We went out and saw Paul Orndorff and the Junkyard Dog, taking on Rowdy Roddy Piper and Cowboy Bob Orton. That was the main event. Basically, and the last match was who I wanted to see was Jesse the Body Ventura. And I wasn't really impressed with his wrestling. He was more like, walking around, prancing and stuff like that, But
I've seen a lot of Jesse Ventura matches.
You know what I mean, Mean Gene?
I've seen a lot of his matches in the AWA.
yeah,
I've seen him
gotta
like wrestle live and shit.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Wouldn't you say that now that we're in an age now where wrestlers can now become, politicians now? Since Jesse Ventura became governor of Minnesota, a lot of other wrestlers have try their hand in politics and other things. You know,
Yeah.
like I remember,
Kane did it.
yeah, Glenn Jacobs. He's now the mayor of, I guess, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
If I remember, yeah.
Yep.
And I remember Jerry the King Lawler tried his
Yep.
hand running for mayor of Memphis, Tennessee, his
Yeah.
hometown.
Yeah. He didn't win though.
Yeah, and I remember hearing about that as well.
Oh yeah, they think they're politicians now. You know what I mean? They're wrestling politicians.
Yeah, they're thinking they'll try to, because people have that perception that, oh, you're a wrestler, you're probably dim-witted, all you know is just, hit people, throwing slamming people to the ground. Because there are those who look at pro wrestling as kid stuff, child's play, like looking at them as buffoons, dimwits who get inside the square circle, beat each other up, wearing tights and stuff,
If you elect me governor of this great state, I will body slam the taxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will body slam the taxes.
I wonder if he actually did that.
Who knows?
I'm thinking of either Jacobs or Ventura. I wonder if they actually did that, body slam the taxes, make taxes easier.
They probably raised them.
Well, I know Ventura. Remember we got them tax rebates when he was governor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we got some money back when he was governor.
That's good. You think it was a good governor? Obviously.
I don't think he did that bad of a job. I mean, for being a wrestler, I mean,
Yeah.
could have been worse.
That is true. True.
Yeah. Do you think by chance, with the election coming up pretty soon, do you think we'll see him throwing his name in the hat as to run for president? Or no?
Probably not yet.
That'd be kind of interesting.
He might eventually, but I don't think he's going to yet.
Trump and Ventura.
That'd be interesting.
Or Betty at Ventura and Warren.
Or Pelosi. No,
Fuck
gosh.
Pelosi.
Somebody ugly bitch.
I'm just young.
By the way, here's something I want to ask. When you look at Elizabeth Warren, do you see a transgender version of Mo Howard of the Three Stooges?
I never looked at it that way.
What do you think about it? She does. The only thing she's missing is that hairstyle that Mo Howard had at that time, but she's pretty much close to it,
That's funny.
And Barry Sanders could be Larry Fine, and if we shave Pelosi's head and gain her some weight, she could be Curly.
Wise guy.
What the fuck? That's funny. The Three fucking Stooges, huh?
Yeah, the new version, except we have to change Bernie into a woman there, basically. I'm surprised. I'm glad they didn't. I'm surprised they haven't done a female version of that, and I hope they never do.
Hell yeah.
You never know. You never know. Oh, you know what else too? I was just say about the NWA is Billy Corgan. He wrote the theme song for the pay-per-view coming
Yes,
out.
and I know they've been showing some music clips of some wrestler. I think it was James Storm, and I know it was Corgan because I recognize the voice there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hard Times or whatever is the name of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's the one's coming. I guess this
This
month,
Friday.
I believe.
This Friday.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should probably sometime, do the same thing that Joe Corona does. Do a review of it and tell how you feel about it, how you like it, if you disliked it or which like that after it's done. Same thing that Joe Corona does with the WWE and AEW. Like for instance, on Tuesday night after a Power, and you could probably go live and give your intake on that show. How'd you like it? Would you like the dislike and stuff like that?
It's just like, what's too bad is, you can't fucking like review the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like you have it go on and review it and shit, but they won't let you. You know what I mean? You get in trouble if you had it going and you were trying to review it as each match is happening and shit.
Like a live reaction.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, but they don't let you get away with that shit. You can't like have fucking the video up and shit.
Yeah, I know.
You can't do shit.
Yeah, what you could only do is I guess what Ken and Filthy did on the last Saturday night during the McGregor fight there at the UFC event. They could only describe what's going on, but they have to have the sound down and the no images of the fight whatsoever.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's pretty locked down shit. You can't do much about
Yeah.
it. Not on not on YouTube.
Yep.
You can't do much on YouTube.
I got to bring this up there. You remember the McGregor Mayweather fight back in 2017, the fight of the century?
Mm-hmm.
During that fight, while the Super Ugly Show was doing their live show covering that event, there were other channels that were streaming that event from their phones and other stuff. They were shut down right away.
Yep.
Of course. And I managed to get a little clip of that, of how McGregor was fighting. He was kind of like a little bit more slow when you think about it. But then again, this is a different area for McGregor because he's used to not wearing boots and not wearing gloves, other than the UFC gloves that they usually wear.
He says they're talking about they've been in negotiations again.
For another fight between those two?
Fuck yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's been going ongoing negotiations. He said.
Wow.
So to me, it almost sounds like they're gonna do it again.
But it won't be in the octagon though.
No, it'll be the boxing again.
Boxing ring.
Just like the last one.
I know. I was wondering why not in the octagon this time. I mean, the first time it was in the boxing ring, but how about this time in McGregor's territory and his turf?
That will never happen. Mayweather will never fucking do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Mayweather would get his ass kicked.
Yeah, probably so.
Well, because McGregor and stuff. I mean, he's good with his feet and his hands. I mean.
Well, let's be honest. If they happen to have that fight in the octagon, it would go about 4 seconds. You know what I mean? McGregor would fucking wipe him out fast.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Because he'd beat the dog shit out of him, I think, real fast.
What they could probably do, what they did would do with Impact. I guess they have this octagon squared shape ring. I guess they have it. If I remember.
Yeah, they do.
They could probably have something like that. Have a boxing ring, but in shape of an octagon or without the barbed wire.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like the last one, McGregor lasted almost 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Before the referee fucking stopped it or whatever.
Yeah.
But McGregor didn't really win any rounds.
He just went in there and just cleaned this guy's clock. What's his name? Cowboy something, I understand.
Oh yeah, Cowboy Cerrone. Yeah.
Yeah.
42 seconds, I think, or something like that.
42?
42?
42 seconds, I think it was.
42.
I remember Ken and Filthy were talking about it. They were doing live reaction. They were like, holy shit, holy fuck, like damn. So I
was watching it. I was watching it. I saw it. I was disappointed that that's all the longer it lasted.
But then again, on the good side, it shows you that Conor McGregor, the badass, has returned.
Oh,
that means that don't fuck with him. He'll knock you out in 2 seconds. Bam!
A guy that's worth 200 fucking million and climbing.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Imagine being worth 200 million.
Yeah, you gotta really keep your ass in check at that level. You gotta keep yourself trained, and make sure you're buffed up and ready to go on the dot.
Well, and then he's selling that whiskey too. He's got his own whiskey brand.
Oh, nice. What's that called?
Something 12 whiskey 12. I don't know. It's something 12 in it. He calls it.
I should. Let me look it up here. Because
Irish whiskey 12. Or
he should call it the 10-second knockout.
Yeah, it would make more sense. But yeah, remember though, Remember when he fucking forced that old guy to drink a shot of his shit at
Yeah, I
the bar or
remember
whatever?
that.
He's like, "You're gonna drink my shit, man," and he pretty much shoved a shot down the old grandpa's throat or whatever.
It's called proper number 12
Yep.
Irish whiskey.
Yep. Yep, that's it. He's got his own. He was drinking it at the press conference afterwards. He had
Yeah,
his
but it's
big.
a
He had his
celebration.
big bottle, and he had like a. He had it in a plastic cup, and he was fucking drinking it.
Oh yeah, celebration. Yeah, the Mystic Mac is back. That's what he was often known as.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I know. Like, he wants to fucking do like a stadium in Ireland.
ah,
You know what I'm saying? That's like the big one that he wants to do someday.
hmm
He was like,
I'm looking-
he was like, fuck Wembley. I want to do a stadium in Ireland, in my hometown. Moscow
I'm
too.
sure-
He wanted to do. He wants to do Moscow,
nice.
but Dana White don't want to do Moscow,
Ah,
so
I'm
it ain't
looking
gonna
at-
happen there.
I'm looking at some of the bottles at how much they're sold. They would have one for $29.99. $24.99, $32.99, another $24.99. I should probably recommend this to the people at the house, especially my nephew. See if he's interested.
It's not very cheap though, is it?
Not much, but it's not that expensive. Thank goodness, because there's some wines and whiskeys out there endorsed by celebrities that cost over about $50 or more.
Yeah, I suppose he could be robbing you for like $100 bottles, huh?
Yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah. I would have, one of these. Excuse me. I was almost tempted to purchase a shirt from a company called Metal God Apparel, which is ran by Rob Halford and Judas Priest. But I saw some of the prices of some of those shirts around the $75 range for one shirt. I'm like, forget that, dude. That's way too much.
It's kind of not that surprising though.
Yeah.
You know, I know. Fuck, dude. When you go, I remember. You go to the concert. You bought a shirt. They were usually about that much money.
Yeah, around the $40.
No, they were more than that. They were
Yeah.
usually more than that.
Yeah.
The $40 ones were the pretty low end shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
regular
saying?
basic, the
Yeah.
basic regular tour shirts.
Yeah.
It's the hoodies, the other accessories, the
Mhm.
suits and stuff that costs a lot more than that. Like everything's fucking going up. Ticket prices as well. I know me and my sister were in the talks about. She was mentioning about possibly seeing Motley Crue, Poison, the Def Leppard sometime whenever they hit the Houston area. But I was like, are you interested in their own going? It's like, not this time because it costs a lot for the Iron Maiden show. Been back in last September there. It was almost close to the $200 range
For one ticket.
for one ticket. And plus service charges as well included. I'm like,
Jeez.
hold it. I know. It's like back in the day
What
when
the
we saw
fuck?
a ticket. Because back in the day when I used to purchase a ticket for a concert or a wrestling show, it would cost about no more than $20, unless you're buying for two.
Yeah,
it's
I
just-
remember when I went to one WCW event. We went to
Mhm.
Nitro,
Yes.
and that's all the tickets were $20. They weren't.
Wow.
They weren't that much. You know what I
I
mean?
know. Yeah. That's probably able to draw more fans in, to compete with the WWF,
Yeah, that was. I think, and when we went to the NWA shit, it was like $28 a ticket
That's nice to know.
and a free beer. But that was like just a special fucking kind of thing out of nowhere that they just kind of were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I know it's like a very I would love to one of these days. I want to basically check out the NWA because I've been hearing I've been so geeked up for the tuning in NWA because not just for the nostalgia, not just for the fact that it's bringing back the old traditional wrestling for the new fans out there of today's wrestling.
Yeah.
Plus, the studio taping, the kayfabe. A lot of wrestlers they'll bring those guys are bringing back the good old kayfabe rules. Which is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like they keep picking up new wrestlers.
Yeah, they got Scott Steiner.
Yeah, they sure
who
did.
who I met back in 2002 at a place called Star Bar in the Clinton Township area in Michigan.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
You met Scott Steiner?
Yes, I have. I met him. I remember getting a picture taken with him by some photograph company, and I tried to get a hold of him. I don't know where they have. I just lost the number. I was like, son of a bitch. I've been trying to see if I can maybe somehow, somewhere, somebody will contact me on Twitter or on Facebook. Hey, I got this for you. You still want it? You can send me a check for $20 or something like that. It would be something to have because I was. Sadly, I even got his autograph, but I left it back in Michigan when I left there.
Oh.
I know. It's like I had so many shit, but the thing is, it would cost more for the extra weight for the plane ticket,
That's pretty cool that you met him, though.
Yeah, it was. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
only so far the only wrestler. I remember sometime, I wouldn't be surprised if someday I meet Booker T down in the Houston area, because we all know he's from that area.
Yeah, he's around there.
Yeah.
He's around there doing shit.
I remember when I called Joe Cronin. I know Joe mentioned that when I was on the call from that Club Numbers with that girl Amy.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I stole Tommy's clout. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And he was pissed off, so he decides to leave, and everybody in the chat was like, geez, you show up with Dr. O shows up with a black chick, and Tommy leaves,
Mad because Tommy's racist.
Well,
Yeah,
Comes from a racist family.
yeah,
and she was
remember that.
cute too.
yeah. She was cute, absolutely.
You still talk to her?
I have not seen her since that one time. We did go out to a place there, but she had to leave early because she drove with her friends, and plus I had to get back home because I had work the next morning at 10 a.m. So sadly, it was like a very rushed thing after the whole night was done. But hopefully I'll probably see her sometime pretty soon. Like an idiot, I should have gotten her number. But then again, she would have. I wonder how would she react to being the age that I am, because she was in her early 20s, and here I am, 53.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Go for it.
But then again, I met this one woman. Her name is Elizabeth. We're friends on Facebook, and she has a YouTube channel of her own. And she wants. I'm planning on hoping meeting her probably this weekend at one of the nights at Numbers.
Uh-oh.
And we met at the it was a David Bowie tribute night up down there.
Oh,
They were playing lots of David Bowie, from start to finish. I've seen her on the dance floor many times before. I talked with her friends, dancing and such. Basically, I was down on a particular spot on the dance floor. She was nearby. She started, dancing, coming towards me and dancing with a big smile on her face. And we started talking, kissing, smooching and stuff, hanging out outside in the patio there. Well, not necessarily the patio, but there's a outdoor area where people go hang out and smoke and such, And we started talking, we exchanged numbers. We added each other on Facebook and on YouTube, We stuck to each other's channels. And possibly I should probably give her a call when they get done from work tomorrow to see if she's doing anything for the next couple of days other than being at Numbers. I believe it's going to be on Saturday. That's when she's planning on going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You should hook up with her, Dr. Brown.
Yeah, I should. Yes, definitely. Well, she seems interested. I seem interested as well. The only thing is, she's a vegan and I'm not. I don't know if she would. I'll probably have to cut down on my meat intake. Probably just eat probably eat some French fries or tater tots. You know.
I was thinking. I was gonna say. Well, I guess you ain't gonna eat your meat.
Oh shit.
She ain't gonna eat the tube steak.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Shit.
she's not gonna do the tube steak boogie.
Oh yeah. I remember that song.
Tuesday boogie.
I know you can't have meat, but you'll enjoy my meat, babe.
There's plenty to go around, my friend. Enjoy the tube steak.
Hey, did you guys ever hear that thing about Andre the Giant? I mean, I know we were talking about that earlier, Andre. Him and Hulk Hogan were like over in Europe, and I guess Andre was so big where he couldn't fit in the toilet. You know, he couldn't sit on the toilet.
Wow.
So he did a prank, and he fucking went down to fucking Hulk Hogan's room and spread out newspaper on his bed, and he shit on his bed, and it was like size of like a horse shit.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, because I heard Hogan say that in an interview that he had about Andre the Giant.
Damn.
Wow.
My heart goes out to the hotel staff who has to clean that up.
Yeah, no shit.
That's some dog shit, man.
Fucking Andre
yeah.
shit.
Wow. That is a fucking trip, dude.
It was probably red with all that wine he drank.
Oh man. Damn. Like I said, my heart goes out to the staff for let alone dealing with that.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna probably end this. I have to get to bed. I have to get up at 8 in the morning there.
All right, cool.
No, not 8 in the morning. I mean 9 in the morning there. So once again, thank you, Minnesota Vikings fan and Minnesota Super Bowl hunter.
Yeah, no problem.
Being on my channel. It's good talking to you guys again.
Hell
Yeah, nice talking with you too.
Hell yeah, Dr. Brown. You know we got your back, bro.
All right, thank you. And I'll be tuning in this
Thursday night, Real as Fuck TV.
I'll be
7
listening at
p.m.
work as always. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll make sure I send you the link.
All right. You should probably call in on the Super Ugly Show. I know you know those guys, right?
Yeah, I never have called in. I've never called in and talked to Rocky before.
Yeah, definitely. Call in. Say hi to the guys. Say hi to Rock and Jess, Richie, those guys. Probably John if he's there as well.
I might call Melky one of these times, the Melky Woodland Show. I like to call in and fuck with him. It'd be kind of funny. You ever watch him, the Melky Woodland Show?
No, I never heard about him. I only heard about him from Mars Mira one time. That was about it.
Yeah, I don't know, he's entertaining at times. Right, Silver?
I'm gonna shut down the stream since there's only 60 people watching. More people have to watch it, I'll stay on.
He revs up his Harley and shit, or his fake Harley.
Smoking the tires in his house.
Yeah, he lets
Holy
his bike
shit.
rip right in his fucking setup he's got. He's interesting, but...
I gotta check him out, definitely. Thanks for putting in the word. Okay,
All
once
right,
again,
Dr.
thank
Brown.
you, Silver Roll Hunter and Vikings fan, for being on my channel here.
No problem.
No problem.
Okay, thank you everybody for watching. And subscribe to my channel as well, and subscribe to their channel, Real as Fuck. What's it called? Minnesota Vikings fan, aka RAF,
Yeah,
meaning
MN
Real as Fuck
Vikings fan.
TV.
Yep.
And definitely sub to their channel.
And shout out to Falmouth Ken.
Yeah, I was hoping we should probably get Falmouth Ken on my channel sometime soon. I should probably DM him, see if he's interested on some night. He's not doing anything.
You know, I know he's
I would
got
love to have
tomorrow
him on the
off.
show.
Might be 42.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Love you, Brown. You know.
Yeah, much
you
love,
guys,
buddy.
guys. All right, you guys have a good one. All right.
Yeah, you
All
too,
right,
brother.
Later.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.